without script. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Show Up Montclair 2020. We are so excited to have you at this show that almost wasn't, because it was supposed to be live in April, and we prayed so hard that COVID would go away, but it didn't. So like all of you, we had to pivot, and here we are, bigger and better than we could have imagined, because not only are we here with all of you in Montclair, we are now nationwide. Yes, we see you, New Mexico. We see you, Virginia. We see you, Texas and Oregon, and all across the 50 United States. And this is a momentous time, we know. And we are competing with another celebrity on the national stage. And we hope that you are with us and you are DVRing Mr. Joe Biden, because this is a show that you really cannot miss. And you also can't DVR. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all that you have done already to donate to MFEE to support our incredible children and their social emotional needs with our incredible Arts Open Hearts Fund. We are already at $52,000. This is insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are going to ask you, yes, because we are that bold, that if you can donate even just a little more, seriously, like $1 to the acts as you see them perform, that would be awesome, because we're trying out this fancy new platform called Give Butter, where you are watching this show and you can share your love for the performers that are performing for you tonight by giving a little verbal applause and just throwing $1 or $2 or $3 and sharing a little affirmation in the Give Butter roll-up, and you can watch the love through the screen. Thank you. I want to say that this show almost really wasn't because of COVID, but we are here bigger and better, like I said, pivoting to this new technology. And we could not have done it without the incredible co-hosts that you will see tonight. But I want to take one quick moment to thank all of our performers, who I have to say are the heart and soul of this show, because you'll learn a little bit about them tonight. You'll hear their stories. You'll watch them perform. And they are the anchors for this event. And we are so excited to share them with you. I don't want to get any much further before thanking all of our teachers and our staff members, who we all know are really dealing with a lot right now. And they still showed up for our kids, not only as performers, shout out Mr. Park and all of our music teachers, but they show up for this amazing finale, which is a little bit of a home brew, I will say. There is no precision in the editing, but there is precision in the love of our teachers, who you're going to see at the end. So please stick with us. So thank you. Lastly, I just want to thank and introduce our new co-host, not new, Francis Abushi, who was with us in 2018. And I will say that not that long after, enjoyed a lovely promotion from head teacher at Glenfield to now vice principal. And because Francis is so amazing, and this show is so amazing, we wanted to celebrate with her with one additional little spice. And so we're bringing in Jeff Freeman, yes, principal of Edgemont School. You know, maybe we'll help his platform just a little bit. We know he's in the running for a big position. And, our fingers crossed for you, Jeff. And Jeff and Francis are going to be anchored by two incredible family members and supporters, Mike Burke and Dave Harrison, who didn't quite win our amazing race, but won a bigger prize, because now there are motivators for this show. So thank you, Dave and Mike. And now, without further ado, I want to hand it over to our incredible hosts, Francis Abushi and Jeff Freeman.
Good evening, Montclair, Maciel. You kill me with that. I had no idea you were going to say or do that. Nonetheless, Jeff and I did take this responsibility, not necessarily because of promotion, even though that happened.
Hold on, Francis. Boosh, hold on. I'm on the phone right now. I'm trying to pull a few strings to see if I can push back that speech that's supposed to be going down from Joe Biden. So hold on one
Oh,
second. I'm waiting for a call back to see
okay.
if we can get all of the attention for the show up, so people will be
Okay,
watching
let me
us
know.
instead of give me.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
they're gonna
let
call
me
me
know how that.
back. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Go ahead.
Well,
Let's continue on.
listen. The reality is today was a day of political celebration. I mean, we do have the first ever female of color, Kamala Harris, as a vice president elect. But let's be honest, today's not about that. We're not celebrating politics right now, even though that's huge. What's even bigger is tonight we celebrate Montclair. We celebrate the beauty, the talent that is so robust in this beautiful community that when during rehearsals yesterday, Jeff, were we not blown away? Did we not sit
We were
silent?
absolutely blown away.
And
You're
it's
going
hard
to
for you
be
to
in
sit
for a show
silent.
tonight. It
Yes.
is, especially when I'm working with you. Absolutely.
I'm gonna
We were
be
just
honest,
absolutely
Jeff.
blown away.
I was at first, not gonna lie, offended I had a co-host. I thought I did a great job in the showdown of 2018. I thought this was their way of telling me like I needed help. So I took it like a pro again. However, being 1 out of 10 kids, I can't share. So I am happy and honored to have you as my co-host. Did I read
I'm
that right?
humbled. Did you? I'm humbled and honored to have this opportunity to co-host alongside with you as the newbie. So I'm gonna sit back and observe and watch and see how amazing job you do.
Oh, well, listen, that I will. No, I hope we all will. Well, Maciel, thank you so much for honoring us with this opportunity to be able to introduce these incredible performances. I'm excited to also work with Dave and Mike, our other co-hosts. And tonight, Montclair, we celebrate all the talent and the entertainment that has been sitting silent. At least, I mean, I didn't know that these people were even around, but it's an honor to have them, and it's an honor to introduce them. And finally, we get a night to celebrate us, celebrate our amazing students, our beautiful families, and our committed community. Our first performer, I'm excited because this guy is he's a unicorn.
Absolutely. He's Mr. Montclair. Mr. Montclair.
Mr. Montclair, that is right.
Yes.
You know what? I want him to run for presidency. He got my vote. He wrote an original ode to Montclair to close out our first award-winning showdown in 2018. And now here we are in 2020, and we have come full circle with our most committed supporter opening up Show Up. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is a night of talent, unity, and inspiration for all of us to support the Montclair Public Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Noah Gale.
Knows more about my children graduating from 5th grade than I do because he cares, he remembered, he marks those events. He makes me feel like everything's gonna be okay. He does.
I don't think I've ever met anyone as kind as you are. I have never heard you say a mean thing to anyone.
And people don't understand what a tremendous gift that is, especially at a time like this where everything feels like it's been turned on its head. You can count on Noah Gale to be steady in his positivity, his true regard for other people. He's the one, he's the glue that keeps us all together.
There is no one who loves our schools, our teachers, our district more than Noah Gale.
Of Noah from when he was in my first grade class. I can't wait to see him become a teacher and to work with children and to work in the schools that he loves.
He's the one who calls me to remind me now in November to set the dates for our toasts in June.
I was very impressed the first time I saw him. It made me think a lot about my son and how I hope when he's Noah's age, he gets up and speaks like that in front of crowds.
You always took the time to either shake my hand or give me a hug.
We miss you. We know you miss the board meetings. We hope to be back in person, and we will have you be our very first speaker.
As long as he's here and he's around, somebody will remember me. If I could bottle what's inside of this young man, this would be a much better world. God bless you.
What's up, everybody? That's a tough act to follow. Mr. Montclair, Noah Gale. I'm Dave Harrison. This is Mike Burke. We are two proud dads of Montclair public school kids. I have two daughters at Nishawane and Hillside. Mike has two sons at Nishawane and Hillside. We are your show motivators for tonight. What does that mean, Mike?
We're here to bring energy, have fun.
We're here to bring energy. We're here to have fun. And we're here to ask you guys for money. Tonight, you're going to see some amazing acts. You're going to hear all about MFEE's amazing programs. But these programs don't just support themselves. They need us, and they need you. Please remember tonight, no donation is too small. Each and every penny is important and truly appreciated to this organization. It is really important, and we appreciate every single donation that comes through tonight.
And to show our appreciation, we've made it super easy, right? Right from where you're watching, go ahead. All you have to do is click that button, make a donation. You can use the QR code. You can text. You can write a personal check and bring it by Dave's house. We take cash, anything that you want to do, but please give tonight to support the amazing programming that you're about to see. And as Maciel said to start, sadly, we're not in person tonight. And so the way that you can applaud, the way that you can clap, the way that you can show your appreciation for the amazing performances that you're going to see is by donating $1, $5, $20, $100, any amount. It'll be in that scrolling feed the entire night. So show your applause, show your claps through dollars. And also there's that, the give-a-meter. Let's blow the top off that thing. Maciel said we're already north of $50,000. Let's keep going. Let's see how much that we can raise to support the Montclair Public Schools tonight.
Mike, I think we need to get this thing going. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I am going to donate. I have my phone right now. $500. I'm putting it in my fundraising page, which is already up to about $3,000, I might add. Mike is at 500. So everybody, I'm going to give this, please donate to Mike because I'm already at 3,000. I'm going to donate 500 myself. Mike, what about you?
All right, I'm coming with you. Great cause, great evening. Let's kick it off. I'm in for 500 too.
There we go. Let's go, everybody. We're going to have a big night. Yeah.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Let's get this show started. The next act, Ivan Max opened Church Street Guitar Studio in Montclair 17 years ago and has since taught countless students to play. He is a master teacher who emphasizes the joy of playing music while teaching the technical skills of the guitar. When he is not teaching, he plays flamenco guitar with the Alborada Dance Company. We're so happy to share his performance tonight as he plays an original composition. Here is Ivan Max.
Welcome back, everyone. Ivan Max, thank you so much for that beautiful, just that you make me want to learn the language of the guitar. It is so sensual and beautiful. I'm pretty sure I have no idea how to put the moves together, but you are a force to be reckoned with.
I got you. I got you. 50
Do you know
Church
how to
Street.
flamenco?
50 Church. I don't. 50 Church Street. That's where you can go and you can find Ivan Max. 50 Church Street. That's where he's located.
Is there a discount?
You want to go take lessons?
Is there a discount for staff?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but maybe we can try to work something out.
Oh, okay. All right. You heard that, Montclair staff? Let's make this happen with Mr. Ivan Max. Our next guest, I had the privilege and honor of having at Glenfield. I heard that she was at Bus for several years, and I heard remarkable things were happening over there as this young lady introduced her poetry slam to the students there. So Maciel told us about it and some of our PTA parents, and we brought her over to Glenfield. And what I witnessed was mind-blowing. She was able to cultivate the student, like the voice of the students, in a way where the poetry, the words they put down on paper was not only bold, it was the most truth and the raw truth I've ever heard come out of our students. And I respect her so much for giving them that freedom and that space to do so. Our next guest, Shell Spin, as you'll see, oozes love and warmth, and our kids are very lucky to have her help them share and cultivate their voices. It is an honor and to introduce Shell Spin.
The intersections of the work that I do to liberate Black people also intersects with the work that I do to make sure that young people really feel heard and they feel liberated and seen. In college, when I went to Montclair State, I found a community of poets that we were able to write together, heal together, tour together. We did so much great work. And that was where I was like, those are my people. Like, these are my people. I'm gonna stick with them. I'm just here to help connect those dots of where like their brains might be passionate to go towards. I always want a young person to walk away with, even if they don't want to join the poetry, it's like, I had a great day at school, like, or I had a great experience around like my peers today. If a young person goes, that was fun, I'm like, it's just like, this piece is called Swedish Tree. It's a poem that I think is a grounding poem. It's a poem that reminds you to like tap into yourself. Things that are not for you, to release them. It was necessary for right now. And I took in the experiences of us both being Black women that are like navigating this world. It really just had to do with like mental health, with healing. Just find a love for yourself. I am Shell Spin, and I am showing up for Montclair's kids. Watch yourself and wash yourself of murky manipulated messages from medias that say that you are less than less. Purge yourself of that poison, because the description of God looks something like you. Watch where you go and what you give. Guarded bodies of chosen ones prayed on. I pray for you. In a war zone attempting to cease your spirit, don't let nobody borrow your energy that won't give it back. Reciprocation is key. Be wary of unclean, soiled souls that are not free. Watch your soul, because there are light vultures who will steal your peace in order to pave their way. But what will always reveal itself is universal truth. The world is cold, and some demons you see masked in light and peace. They're waiting on you to wave the white flag and retreat. Knock you on your ground and steal your feet, but pull your chair up to the table and take a seat. Reveal a trick of that melanated magic. Honey dripped, cocoa dipped, as the sweetest treat.
I trust that we can't die, so we all righteous. I trust that we can't die, so we all righteous. I trust that we can't die, so we all righteous. I trust that we can't die, so we all righteous.
Oh my goodness. Shell Spin, you do not fail to always deliver. Thank you so much for just being this incredible spirit. Come on, families. You guys felt that vibe, that spirit that comes through with just listening and watching her. It is special. And she teams up with the amazing Jennifer Kasuda at Buzz Aldrin Middle School to lead the Every Story Matters Poetry Slam. MFEE has been funding the slam at Buzz for the past 5 years, and they were obviously thrilled to bring it to Glenfield last year, which was a total hit. Jen Kasuda believes that the Poetry Slam is vital for our kids. And I quote, We must be who we needed when we were younger. I needed a poetry slam program. Your donations would allow to, but this is live TV, guys, or live Zoom, or live, I need to be honest. So my apologies, and I'm going to backtrack, press rewind, and go. Your donations will allow this work to continue and expand to other schools. Take a peek at this program through Miss Casuto's eyes. Roll it. Whew.
We all have layers. Sometimes it's difficult to show who we truly are because of all the added layers that the world adds on to us. We are told that we need to be a certain way, and that can make us feel like we don't fit in. It can make us feel like from a very young age that we can't be who we truly are.
Zaire and Curtis and I knew each other since day one.
Or that it gets silenced as we try to be who the world wants us to be.
They're my brothers from another mother.
And then you have poetry slams that give us the opportunity to speak.
And shared our stories with each other and connected with things that you didn't really think other people went through as well.
To shed our layers and to be true to who we are.
The secrets they taught me, I keep it locked in my heart that would not ever be broken.
The Poetry Slam creates a safe space to celebrate our true selves and for others to hear what may otherwise become silence.
I love y'all.
I don't want to stand out. Live my life in a no one told me when I started. Now I'm wishing I could hide.
And that is healing. That is therapy. That is freedom. And truly the heart of programs like the Poetry Slam. So thank you.
Wow. How cool is that? You're so brave. Family's everything. I mean, those kids are amazing. And these are the types of programs that teachers come up with. These teachers are with these kids every day, figuring out what is it that they need? How are we going to help these kids grow? How are we going to give these kids an opportunity? And it's teacher inspiration. They say, here's the programming. Here's what we need to help support these kids. And then it's nights like tonight, and it's organizations like MFEE that show up to give the funding that helps to support these types of programs. I mean, you cannot watch it. I literally goosebumps and chills after that. Those kids, how cool. And Shell and others and all these amazing teachers in Montclair are showing up to give those kids the type of support that they need. We also have somebody else decided to show up tonight.
A special guest?
Well, a neighbor and a friend. Let's go ahead and roll that video.
Hey, Mike and Dave, Patrick Wilson here. Great job hosting tonight. It's so fantastic to see all this amazing Montclair talent. Not that it surprises me, but it's wonderful to see everybody coming out and supporting Montclair's public schools, something very near and dear to my heart. Have a wonderful night. Thanks again for supporting the public school system, and I will see you soon. I'm making my donation right now from here in Montreal.
Well, that was just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, 2020 has been a very, very tough year, and these are some very trying times. And our next performer told us that singing helps her to get through these times. We are sure that her performance will soothe your hearts and lift your spirits. We welcome the beautiful and talented Montclair High alum, Carmen Guthrie, to the Show Up stage.
Hi, my name is Carmen Guthrie. I'm super blessed and grateful to be a part of this. I've been singing since the age of 12 years old. I was born and raised in the church, so I've been singing in like church choirs, and from then I was in like CI chorus, every school choir. I was just in it. I just wanted to be a part of anything that's to do with singing. It's my safe place. It's my place where I can vent, where I can truly be Carmen. And a lot of people never understand that, but that's my spot where I can shine and I feel the happiest. I suffer from depression and anxiety. It takes a lot of my overthinking and my mind that runs crazy all the time. It kind of shuts it off. So that's like my medicine. I'm going to be singing Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. She also suffers from anxiety and depression. I could relate to her as an artist. A lot of people think she's very dark. I could see the beauty in her darkness, if I may say. Every time I hear her music, it moves me. And I thought it's so important, especially in this generation now. A lot of kids in this pandemic are going through mental turmoil, and I think that it's important that we lean on one another and that we're not silent about it anymore. I think we need to normalize it and make it more vocal. I suffer from it a lot, but I know that I'll make it through just from another artist speaking her truth about it. And you know, if you want to sing along, you're free to sing along. And also just remember that the person next to you may need this time, may need a hug or anything. So I hope this moves you. Thank you so much for having me, and have a blessed one.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. Now what you think? And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare to anyone who might care. Thought I could fly, so I stepped off the golden. Nobody cried, nobody even noticed. I thought it was a nightmare. I kinda thought they might care. I had a dream, but I got everything I wanted. But when I wake up, I see you with me. And just say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you could learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why you're here. They don't deserve you. I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They called me weak, like I'm not just somebody's daughter. It could have been a nightmare, but it felt like they were right there. And it feels like yesterday was a year ago. 'Cause I don't wanna let anybody know, 'cause everybody wants something from me now, but I don't wanna let them down. I had a dream, I got everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see you with me. And just say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why you're here. They don't deserve you. If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead? If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead?
Thank you, Carmen. I don't know. How do you follow that?
Wow.
What do you say to top that?
Wow, I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks to acts like Carmen, tonight we are at 55,000. Hold on one second. $497. What an amazing night we're having so far. Let me just tell you something else. Right now, I am at $33,907, and Mike is only at $1,600. So can you please, if you are willing to donate, please donate to Mike. Mike really needs some support tonight. He really needs a little more money in the bank. I'm already at $3,900. Please, if you're going to donate, please donate to Mike.
You're a lot of fun. Can we get another Carmen encore? Something else?
All right, Mike, I have to give a shout out to MFE's amazing sponsors. As we all should know by now, MFEE is more than just grant making. They are a community connector, working with other nonprofits, parents, teachers, schools, students, district leaders, and of course, our local businesses. Some of these local businesses truly are the engine behind MFEE, along with all of you. Without their support, MFEE could not do the amazing work that it does. So we want to give a big shout out and a huge thank you to all of our sponsors tonight. Yarnia, William H. Connolly Insurance and Risk Management, Realtor Andy Burche, and Montclair Orthodontics Dr. Gold and Dr. Rubino. They're keeping our kids' teeth clean and straight. Thank you, Dr. Gold and Dr. Rubino. Please support these businesses that support our kids. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike and Dave, for that. And Carmen, not only are you an incredibly talented musician and singer, but you are a hero. I commend you at what you said as a teacher of 17 years, as a mom of 3 kids, as an assistant principal who has watched what this pandemic has done to our country, and like many of you guys, our families, our students, to come back into school and deal with so much social and emotional struggles. And like you said, I love what you said. You said we struggle with mental turmoil and we need to normalize it. And baby girl, thank you so much for bringing light to that very thing that many of our students are struggling with. And I am so proud to say that I know Maciel is working with our counselors to introduce a music therapy program to help alleviate the social and emotional struggles. There's nothing worse for a teacher, for a parent to watch a student, a child struggle, and we are paralyzed because we lack resources, right? We lack opportunities, especially when the pandemic puts a lot in the ability to be near each other, just chokeholds it. So Carmen, thank you so much. And I wish you the best. And I hope one day in the future you could come through to Glenfield and we could collaborate on something. I think you are powerful. Our next performer, just as powerful. When you watch him play those keys, you are convinced we got to share this genius. I know Hillside, he's all for you guys. And I love our staff. I mean, don't get me wrong. We got some talent in Glenfield. But our next performer is the universally adored music teacher at Hillside Elementary. His ability to make each child feel seen and heard builds confidence and strength that lasts well beyond the concert halls at Hillside. Anyone who has seen those concerts know that the maestro in charge is in the shadows. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a huge treat as we shine the light on this wonderful teacher and we get to see this incredible performance by Mr. Sung Yuk Park. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Park.
Wow.
That
was absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
I'm
Jeff, can you do that, Jeff?
Give me 1 sec. I'm absolutely inspired. Hold on 1 second. Let me find middle C. Here we go.
Let's see what
Hold
you
on.
got.
One hand.
Yes.
You're close.
Jeff, donate to Jeff's
Woo! Oh man, I'm inspired. That was absolutely amazing. That was listen. After watching that performance, Mike, I got 5 on. I got 5 for you. Boosh, what's up?
Yes.
Can you top that, Boosh? She's frozen.
I will gladly put in my bit easy. I'm gonna put 5 on Mike.
Yeah, coming back. Don't call it a
Even
comeback.
Even though I have a whopping $35 on my page, I know what side is the winner. I adore you, Dave, but I'm gonna have to help out Mike here, okay? My $35 won't cut it, but I'm gonna put a good 5 on you, Mike.
I love it. I love it. And I'm going to give a shout out to my boys, Cole and Jackson. I know you're watching. Mr. Parker killed it. That is how you play a piano. Goodness gracious.
That is right.
Hillside, big advantage. That is amazing. And
Hillside hiding him.
Killing it. Amazing. And one of the ways that MFE supports teachers like this is through our Teacher Toast program. I think you all are familiar. We've had the pleasure of hosting a few at our house. It's really a great way that we all give back and support programs like the one Mr. Park runs. We're going to talk a little bit more and show you a little bit more about these teacher toasts. And the next video, a huge shout out, thank you, appreciations, kudos, DAP to Tal Ben Ari, who both arranged and sang the song that you're about to hear. So let's play it.
You believe in magic.
I was a classroom teacher for 8 years in district, and there was not a year that went by that I did not write an MFEE grant. MFEE has supported my bright, brilliant ideas that as a classroom teacher I had.
I'll tell you about the magic, it'll free your soul. It's like trying to tell a stranger about rock and roll.
The education's a little bit different than it was 10 years ago, and to try to stay up with the times, the grants give us that opportunity to try different things.
The MFEE grant just makes you think outside the box.
International.
What can I add to my classroom that will make everyone feel successful?
I messed up, but at least I knew what it was.
You know, and you can't really buy that in a box of crayons.
If we think a child needs something, we're going to get it, you know, one way or the other. So it's just nice to not have to spend the money yourself.
I took a class recently about the Holocaust, and I wanted to introduce Wiesenthal's book about his experience being asked for forgiveness from a Nazi, and I wanted to introduce this to my class, Philosophy and Composition. The Montclair Fund for Educational Excellence bought the books for me, and I was able to design a unit about the nature and idea of forgiveness. Can you forgive someone who sexually assaults you? Can African Americans forgive the United States for the continued racism? So there's a lot of interesting ideas that the Montclair Fund for Educational Excellence have helped my students think about and deal with.
MFEE and the mission believed in me as a professional, that these great ideas, these magical moments that I wanted to create in the classroom for children, they were supported. And that's why today there is not a thing that I will not get behind.
And the music's in me. Do you believe in magic?
There is not a positive word that I have not said about the tremendous support MFEE just generously and without question does every year for our teachers.
Believe in magic.
Welcome back, everybody. So I have to again rewind a bit. Mike, I know I'd have you back, but I just looked at the numbers and you're doing better than me. And Nate is doing better than all of us. And Jeff is the one that's struggling. So Jeff, I'm gonna look out for you like a little brother. I'm gonna give you 300 your way, but you can't beat me. So I'm gonna throw 200 my way. So I'm still gonna be ahead. I won't be anywhere near Mike and Dave. But I'm, helping you stay afloat so you don't look too bad. I got you.
I appreciate that.
I have a feeling that now he's going to come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a good feeling about that.
Mr. Park might
you know what? I have something in store, a little later for the show. So I might have a little something that may generate some more money for me. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, so you saying you don't need my $200? Because I can go.
Listen, please, of course. I don't need it. The students do. The students do.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And
MFE. That's what this is all about. It's about the students.
So you know what, Jeff? Since you just brought up that incredibly good point, you should up your donation.
You see, Francis, the way my bank account is set up, I have a checking and I have a savings.
How's your savings going?
Mine has been. Okay, right. Our next performer is a rising star in the music world. Joe Colwell is a sophomore at Montclair High School where he performs with passing notes in SVPA. His love of music and performance, along with his skillful guitar playing and vocals, make him a crowd favorite everywhere he performs. We're thrilled to have the opportunity to share this talented young man with you tonight, performing his own composition, Dreams, we give you Montclair's own Joe Colwell.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe.
My name is Joe Colwell. I'm 15 and a sophomore at Montclair High School. When I was quite young, I played piano, and that was something that my parents kind of got me into. And I played piano on and off for a few years, and then I really wanted to play guitar because I used to swim and I would listen to like AC/DC before I used to race. I think if I'm stressed out, I'll go and sit in my room for like a couple of hours and just like play a bunch of blues or something, just like kind of get it out. I think songwriting can truly help people. But personally, I feel like when I'm just really just going for it on the guitar, like that's just how I kind of get out emotion. Like if I'm really happy about something, I'll sit down and I'll write a song, or I'll play guitar or I'll learn a song. But also if I'm feeling like upset about something or stressed out, I'll also pick up the guitar and kind of do something different, you know? I started writing songs on my own when I got into Montclair High School. I was looking through some old voice memos and I just found this riff that I'd written, like da 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 da. Wait, no, it was another one. It was da 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 da, and that was the melody for Dreams, the song I wrote for this competition.
I've been looking for a love connection before I go in a different direction. Never stay one place for a long time. I've been walking along the same lines. I've been looking for the chance to let go, to be able to just say no. I've been looking for something else to try something out and put it back on the shelf. It's things that I can't see. You were all I ever need. Now we're living in a big machine. But I'll only see one night in my dreams. I've been looking for the perfect girl, kind of type that'll rule my world, kind of love that I couldn't see. She took my heart out, now I couldn't breathe. These things that I didn't see. You were all I ever need. Now we're living in a big machine, but I'll only see you when I'm in my dreams. you, see you in my dreams. In my dreams. Thank you very much.
Woo!
Wow. The hat, those dreamy eyes. Can we get a call on Joe's page? I think every teenage girl in Montclair just donated.
These suckers were not as smooth as Joe.
I think Joe is all of them.
All right, there are some really talented kids in Montclair, but they're not the only ones who shine on the stage. There is an amazing MFEE program in partnership with Lifelong Montclair that pairs members of Montclair's senior community with Montclair High 10th graders who take a journey together to become story slammers. Together, they create a moth-like story and perform it together on stage. I can tell you, Mike, this program provides so much joy to both seniors and the high schoolers, and they learn so much through this journey together. Let's watch
slam it.
Getting those two groups to mix and just hold conversation outside of the storytelling is amazing to watch.
We had all these connections, and it was just amazing.
I really think the kids were surprised by how close they got to their senior citizen co-writer.
You wouldn't expect them to be as hyper as they are and as like chill. They're so laid back, and I actually really like them.
I'm like really nervous when it comes to like talking to other people, but I got more opened up and like warmed up to like the opportunity to actually talk to others and communicate with others.
It went wonderfully. She was a sweetheart, and it was really interesting to try to bring some of these thoughts back up from years ago. You haven't thought about things that went back many, many generations.
During this pandemic, these two groups who really needed people were just sort of locked away. Having this happen now is just stupendous because they need it. They do it because they see the power of their own voice, the power in their story, and for those who take that leap onto the stage, that moment is just transformative.
And now I'm trying to rekindle that friendship with my father. And I've been holding that in for so long.
You feel it in the room. And so when we had that story slam, kids who did not want to share their stories originally were volunteering the night of because it was palpable. I think everybody felt like they had something to offer. They were no longer just like the people who received the learning, right? They were actors in their own futures.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys are still sitting in front of the screens, riveted by these beautiful performances and the incredible collaborations with the community that MFEE has made happen. I want to give a huge shout out to Dave Plasek at BDP Holdings, our signature sponsor, who not only supported this show and Joe Caldwell's act, but this incredible human being has always supported his community. So much so that during COVID, he refused to collect rent from his tenants for months. If that doesn't speak empathy and compassion and genuine human being, I don't know what does. Thank you, Dave, for all you do. We deeply respect and appreciate your support for our students and our communities. I also want to give a shout out to my colleague, Dr. Samantha Anglin, who I truly felt she eloquently put all of our sentiments about the MFEE, all staff's appreciation for having that support system that allows us to put our ideas in motion. So shout out to Dr. Anglin. And now I also want to shout out another amazing group. Please shout out to the senior citizens too from the Intergenerational Story Slam Seniors. They are all watching. We are humbled and proud to have you veterans, our elders that just bring the vibe and the essence of Montclair to life. And thank you for participating in that program. We adore you and respect you. Maciel, who else? Let's go. Let's keep it moving, Maciel. I want to give all the credit and shout out to everyone that deserves it tonight. It's a night to celebrate Montclair, and we don't want to leave anyone off. So please keep these texts coming. So for those that are like, why is she looking at her phone? No, I'm not checking my TikTok. I am seriously checking off all the incredible individuals and groups that we need to send some love to. So thank you, guys. Now this next group, let me tell you, I don't know, husbands, I'm just letting you know, once you see this video, it's gonna be something, okay? We have Montclair's hottest family act, the Helltones. This family proves that a family that sings together stays together. The head Hilltone, Will Hilton, I'm telling you guys right now, ladies, let me tell you, get ready. You're gonna look at your husbands different. It's just the Hallmark card you got for your anniversary is not gonna cut it after this. It just won't. Mr. Hilton is accompanied by his beautiful children, Adana, Zuri, and Osazi, who I had the honor of meeting, and another talented musician at Glenfield, or former rather. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the Hilltones! Woo!
Why, boy, yeah. Children play, women produce, kids killing kids just for the juice. Now Africa is.
I'm not super famous.
He doesn't brag about it. No, you are. He's in a music video on YouTube that's actually successful.
I went to Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art, also known as the Fame School. I attended high school with Slick Rick and with Dana Dane, and we were all in a group together called the Kango Crew. You know, we performed, made a little noise back in the day. I've done co-production work and background singing for groups like Salt and Pepper, Kwame, Kid and Play. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. That was me. I've written 3 songs for my wife. And each song that I've written is like the stages of my relationship with my wife. When my wife and I first met, the song that I wrote was more like, you know, what you doing tonight, honey? This last song that I wrote is called No Tomorrow. Whenever you hear a love song, they're always promising always and forever, you'll always be mine. And those songs are great, they serve a purpose, but the reality is that love is work. And it's a day-to-day process. So No Tomorrow, you know, the main line is, I can't promise forever and a day, but one thing I'll know is that I will love you today like there's no tomorrow.
Do you think I'm being foolish if I don't touch it?
Why 1, 2, ready, and.
Wedding songs that I always hear, always and forever. But then it's not even a year, they're no longer together. What the hell, where'd the love go? What is it that went wrong? Well, I'm not trying to make the same mistake, so this is my love song. I can't promise forever and a day, but this much I know is that I'll love you today like there's no tomorrow. People fall in love every day, well, if you say so. All I know is that I'll love you today like there's no tomorrow. Boy meets girl, and they swear that they're in love. Sun and moon and stars above, I'll always be true, is what they often say to each other. Ooh, 1 month later, what did you do to your hair?
3 months in,
Was that mole always there?
5 months done,
Relationship isn't working because you didn't put the work in. That's why I can't promise forever and a day, but this much I know. Much I know, much I know, much I know, girl. Today, like there's no tomorrow. Like there's no tomorrow. Like there's no tomorrow. But this much I know. This much I know. This much I know, girl. Today, like there's no tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. Why you got to live for today? Tomorrow is not promised to you. So one day you'll be gone. You'll never get to hear that I love you. I love you. That's why you got to live for today. Tomorrow's not promised to you. Oh, no, 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 no. One day you'll be gone. You'll never get to hear that I love you. I love you. And that's why I can't promise forever and a day. But this much I know. Much I know, much I know, much I know, girl. Today, like there's no tomorrow. There's no tomorrow, like there's no tomorrow. This much I know, this much I know, girl. Like there's no tomorrow. Like there's no tomorrow. Like there's no tomorrow.
Oh my God, you are amazing. And Ghana,
Absolutely amazing.
his beautiful wife and the mom of those incredibly talented kids. Oh, you are so lucky. They are lucky to have you. You are lucky to have them. Such a beautiful family. And let me tell you, I wrote the lyrics down, and I'm just going to have to read them over and over again to my husband. So see, that's why you got a clue too.
I was taking notes. Babe, I love you like there's no tomorrow. I was talking to my wife.
You all said it. Husbands, wives, partners of Montclair, you have been put on notice. The level of romance in Montclair has been raised way high. Way high. Will and family bring in the romance. Baby making music.
Let me just give another shout out to a few more of our sponsors tonight. Christina Dubuque Strenz and Mike McDonald, Rose Callie and the Bravitas Group. Thank you very much for supporting MFEE. Thank you for supporting tonight's show. We really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Listen, everybody, remember, you can donate at any time during the show. Every single penny matters. Kai Plasik, break out that piggy bank and donate to MFE. All right? Listen, your dollars will support the mission of MFE and the Arts Open Hearts Fund that puts our children's social, emotional, and mental health first by utilizing creative expression and community building through the arts. Let me just tell you, I had the privilege of attending an event for the Arts Open Hearts Fund. It is such a beautiful program. It connects kids to arts, allows them for emotional expression through arts, various different formats. It's a beautiful program. I have seen what a difference it makes. These kids are so genuine about how much that does for them. It's a beautiful program. So every single dollar you donate can support programs like this for MFEE. So please, if you have it in you, if you can do it, please donate, okay? Thank you very much. Now listen, we're going into intermission. Please grab a deck of cards. We have a very special show for you coming out of intermission, and you need a deck of cards.
You know
That's
what?
all I'm going to say.
5 minutes. We're going to take a break. Get your deck of cards. We will see you all in 5 minutes.
Yep. It's going to be worth it, guys. Welcome back, everybody.
All right, Montclair, we are back.
Yes.
Francis, how was your break?
We just checked. I spent my 5 minutes looking at the numbers. Jeff, did you see what number we're on right now?
No, where are we?
Well, the goal apparently was set at 60,000, but we're at 58,000. So we are going to shatter our goal.
Oh my goodness.
And we are going
absolutely
going Montclair. Woo! We're going to keep
I have a question for you.
What? I
have a question for you.
Okay, listen, you've been asking me questions about how to hold. Why is the sky blue? When are we going to have a vaccine? What color? How does blue look on? What? Like one good question. What?
One good. Just. I need a little bit of advice. Do your kids think you're cool?
Of course not.
Do your kids think you're cool? No.
No.
Mine don't either.
I mean, I think. Hold on, Jeff. But do you think you're cool?
Listen, I think I'm extremely cool. However, my 14-year-old thinks I'm corny. 10-year-old, she just can't be bothered with me. So I think I'm cool. But let me give you a little piece of advice, Boosh. You ready for this?
What do you got?
If you want your kids to think that you're cool, all you have to do is start a rock band. That's all you have to do, start a rock band. What's up? You want to start a rock band?
Well, I heard something's brewing with the kids at Edgemont and Northeast. Something with the parents. Can you break that down for me?
Got a little something special. Absolutely. These 5 dads have the cool game locked up. With kids at Edgemont and Northeast, Jeremy, Joe, Will, Jake, and Dion are supporting our schools while also delivering a much-needed message with the song that they chose especially for all of you Montclair parents and teachers.
Woo!
Here are the Monties with
Take It Easy. I said that.
Well, I'm running down the road, try to loosen my load. I've got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me. 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down and taking a look at me. Come on, baby. Don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, though we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. So take it easy.
All right. The coolest dad jam band in Montclair. Mike, I'm kind of inspired. We might have to start a band after this.
Yeah.
Good? All right. The Monties are much cooler than we are. I bet you're all wondering, what the heck are these guys doing here? Yes, we're hilarious. Yes, we're very cool. But how did we get here? Well, here's a video to show you. Cue the video.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it.
Hi there, Team Mike and Dave. We're here with our congrats in order. Welcome to the Winner's Circle.
Winner's Circle? I thought they got like third place. More like welcome to the winner's podium of the fundraiser event.
Okay. Well, there's no better duo to be this year's MFEE show motivators.
But please don't do any of that dancing that we saw on YouTube. I mean, we saw that. I wouldn't break that out.
What a wonderful organization to support. Good luck crushing the fundraising goals this year.
Congratulations, Mike and Dave. Welcome to the exclusive club of third place finishers. Looks like you guys were an awesome team in the fundraiser Amazing Race event, and I wish you the best of luck and hope you are able to raise even more money tonight for a great organization that supports our public schools.
Hey, Mike and Dave, guess what? We're back. You've got a chance to win the Amazing Race 4. We swore it wouldn't happen. When is it? May 2021. Sign up now.
Yes, Mike.
Yes! Runners up to the runners up. Third place finish. Getting it done.
Next year we're going for second. Yes, the power brokers of MFE were so impressed by my ability to choke down a duck embryo, Mike's ability to crash into a car and keep on going. They brought us back here tonight to come out and ask you guys to donate money. We are going to come back next year. We're going to go for second place. Second place. And maybe we'll be back hosting again. And until we win, that's when we're done. We're going to keep on going. All right. Jeff, on to you.
All right, Montclair. Did you have a chance to get your deck of cards during intermission? If not, go get them now. And in the meantime, Boosh, Montclair, I've been working on a little something myself. I've been practicing with telekinesis. Let me see if I can get something going. Hold on. Let's see how we're feeling. Hold on. Woo! Oh man, I've been working. So if you weren't inspired by that, hopefully this next act will get you going. You're going to need your cards because this next act is going to absolutely blow your mind. Who doesn't love to watch David Blaine totally freak people out with his street magic? You might not be aware that Montclair has its own master magician. Scott Stein can be found in CNET reviewing all kinds of new technology and gadgets, but his first love is theater and magic, and here today as a proud watch-on dad and master of illusion. Get your cards ready and follow his instructions carefully. Now listen, I'm telling you, you're going to have to pay attention. Please pay attention to the instructions, because if you don't, it'll trip you up right then and there. So make sure you put on your listening caps, okay? So get your cards, follow his instructions carefully, and you will be a part of the act 2.
Hey, I'm Scott Stein. I live in Montclair. I was going to do a magic trick in person, but now I'm going to do it remotely for you and with you, because you're going to get a deck of cards and we're going to do this together. Any deck. Now, I've already taken out 5 black cards and 5 red cards, any ones. Just take them out and put them into 2 piles right in front of you on the table. We're going to see if our brains can connect. Now, this effect was created by Juan Tamariz, who's a great Spanish magician. Once you learn it from me, you could try it again with somebody else, and I bet it'll work. Now, take these cards, and let's deal them into a pile here. And start with either black or red, one at a time. One, the other, one, the other, one, the other, one, the other, one, the other. Okay. Now, they're all mixed up. Let's turn them face down, okay? Now cut the cards anywhere you want, which means take a bunch of the cards and put them on the bottom. Take a bunch of the cards, put them on the bottom. Take any amount of cards, put them on the bottom. You can keep going or stop. You feel good? Do you want to keep going? One more time? Any amount you want. Okay, now you're going to take the top 2 cards, flip them together, and put them on top. And then cut the cards again. And then again, take the top 2 cards, flip them over together. So that's 4 face-up cards now, and give them a cut. Now take the 2 top cards again if you want, flip them together, do it a few more times. Give it a cut. You're going to get a mix of face-up and face-down cards. The 2 top cards may be face-up and face-down. And then you can stop. Cool. Now these are pretty mixed up. And now we're going to do something else. I want you to take either 4 or 6 of the top cards and flip them over. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, flip them over and put them on top and cut the deck again. You could do 6. And now here's another choice. If you were born January 1st to June 30th, you can flip the top 2 cards again like we just did. Or if you were born after that to the end of the year, don't do anything, which is me. All right, so now we've got a mixed bunch of cards. And I've got 6 cards face down, 4 face up. You probably have a different mix. But now we're going to connect and meld. We're going to deal these cards again. 1, then the other, 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 right? 2 different piles. Now pick up either one of the piles. Let's say this one or the other one. Pick it up, flip it over, and put it on top of the other pile. Now, we're going to take those cards and you can just mix them up as much as you want, like this. Okay? Now let's see what happens. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 face down cards. And I bet you do too. And here's the interesting thing. If you take those face down cards and put them in one pile and the face up and put them in the other, all the face ups are going to be one color and all the face downs are going to be the other color. That's magic. Try it again. I bet it's going to work.
Okay, first of all, Jeff did not know you were telekinesis thing. Okay, how did you do with the card trick? Scott made it look easy. How did it work out?
Yeah, you got nothing.
I stuck with him through one, the other, one, the other, one, the other. I took 4 cards. He said 6. Then I had to think about when I was born. I totally lost at that point.
I got lost after the first 2 steps. Look at my cards. I got completely messed up.
Draw 4. That's a winner right there.
Draw 4. Right?
What's the color though? What's the color?
Yellow and black.
Let me tell you.
All right.
One game
made the magic happen. And Dave's been in my ear a little bit tonight. So I'm wondering, Dave, you willing to make the magic happen? Maybe another $500 make the magic happen? right now?
Mike, people have dug deep tonight. We have been watching. I have been watching very closely because I think I'm still in the lead. But people have really dug deep. We are so appreciative of everybody's donations. It's amazing. I think it's time for us to step up again. I'm going to donate another $500.
Yeah.
What about you?
How about 5 for me? You got 5 for me?
I'm going to chip in 5 for you?
Yeah.
I'm going to chip in 5 for Mike. I'm going to chip in 5 for Mike. 5 for me. 5 for me. I would for Mike. 5 for me.
Love it.
Party
Love
going.
It's
If
for the
you do
kids.
it, right now, Piggy Bank, Kai Plasik, Lila Harrison, Cole Burke, break it out, donate to MFEE. Let's go. Make it happen.
Yes, guys, let's crush our goals tonight, guys. We are around the corner from blowing our goals out of the water. And our staff and students, they need it. And you guys always come through and always have our back. So thank you, guys. And let's keep tonight moving along. Our next guest, who was my former student, but with no surprise of her being on this list tonight, she just released her debut album, Juniper, a collection of 12 original songs that she wrote. Take a minute. She wrote and performs. You won't want to miss her fantastic and nostalgic music video that's on her Give Butter Perform page, so check it out, guys. She's a sophomore at Montclair High School, and tonight we are delighted to get to hear her sing her song, Girls Just Want a Boy to Rest Their Head Upon, accompanied by her dad, Michael, on the guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, Juniper Shelley.
Doesn't have to be handsome, though I wouldn't mind. Don't care if he's tall or short, as long as he's kind. At the end of the day, when all that noise is gone, girls just want a boy to rest their head upon. Just someone to talk to and tell our troubles to. I know what the folks think, they haven't got a clue. When we're all alone and daily drama's done, girls just want a boy to rest their head upon. I know it gets complicated, but sometimes we might just want the simple things when the sun goes down at night. When we lie on the beach, hold hands and watch the dawn, girls just want a boy to rest their head upon. Girls just want a boy to rest their head upon.
Thank you, Juniper. What an amazing song. Absolutely fantastic. Mike, these acts are really inspiring giving tonight. I just dropped $1,000 thanks to you. But we have another special caller. We have a special caller who wants to donate. Here he is. George.
Hey, Mike and Dave, it is George Oliphant from George the Rescue. Just wanted to give you guys a call to thank you for what you're doing with MFEE. It is so important to support our Montclair kids. What a phenomenal cause. Shout out to all the kids who are performing. This is why I am making a donation right now on behalf of myself and my family. We all know it takes a village, so let's all get involved.
Yes, it takes a village. You nailed it. It takes a village. He's absolutely right. And we are absolutely thrilled to have these amazing performers, and it's an honor. So, guys, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing very well. I'm well. How are you?
I know you're like eager
I gotta
to get
tell
to the
you,
next
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this. At the beginning of the show, you gave me this warning, and I'm like, "Come on, Bush. When are you gonna drop the bomb? Something,
It wasn't a
right?
warning.
Give me something."
Jeff, I simply wish you luck. What warning are you talking about?
My apologies. My apologies.
Dave, cut the cameras. No, I'm kidding.
You can borrow this helmet. You need this.
Okay, our next performers are both music educators and performers. Sophia Anastasia teaches music together and is a popular flute and piano instructor. Nick Savares is the cellist with the Shanghai Quartet. Both are passionate about the importance of arts education in our schools and love collaborating with the teachers in their children's schools to bring music into the classroom. They shared a peek at what it is like to work from home as performers with 3 kids and, wait for it, 22 chickens. Yes, I said 3 kids and 22 chickens. Let's take a look.
My name is Sophia Anastasia. I'm a flutist and a mom and a teacher.
And I'm Nick Savares. I'm a cellist and a lately lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an artist in residence at Montclair State University since 2002. I am really looking forward to heading back and playing again because it's something that...
I know, you haven't played a concert in months.
It's been so hard to just... I mean, it's been great to have family time, but, you know... It's,
do puzzles and...
Yeah, I mean, but yes, of course, the puzzles are wonderful in that. So actually this little project with MFEE has been a pleasant surprise during a tough time. Yeah, and it's always nice to play with Sophia. We don't have too many opportunities, especially now with the kids and all this other stuff. Our opportunities are few and far between. So this was a really special kind of little performance for us. I am Nick.
And I am Sophia, and we are showing up for Montclair kids.
We literally
An amazing performance.
Yes. I was like, we just got a classical performance in our living room.
When do they have the time to take care of those chickens?
You know, I did realize I'm out of eggs.
It's a lot of eggs. I'm stopping by their spot for some eggs.
Can they spot us some eggs? Beautiful job, Sophia and Nick. Our next guest, we wondered what would happen if we asked 2 different artists to collaborate for Show Up. Wow, we're at 59,000?
59,000.
We are almost there.
59,000. We are almost there. Almost there.
Yes, Montclair, do what you do best. You show up and you lock it down. Thank you, guys. Okay. I know, I want to keep the enthusiasm going. This is amazing. So we asked children's book author and poet Denise Patrick and graphic artist and muralist Britton Corbell to create a piece for us. Here is what happened when they got together.
But the flying is based on a kind of a recurring dream that I have. And I don't know if I wrote the poem after the first time I had that dream. I doubt it. But I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. It represents the feeling I have when I have this dream that I'm literally flying. And that was interesting because of what he did. Because when I have the dream, I could be sitting here talking to you in the dream and I get up and I just take off. There's no wings, there's nothing, but the feeling that I have, even when I wake up from it, is this kind of exhilaration, and I think of it as my happiness dream. The illustration, the animation just kind of captures that ultimate feeling when I wake up, that whatever it is I have to do, I can do it.
Flying. When my spirit is free, it grabs me by the dreams and flings me up amongst the clouds, amongst angels. I am soaring toward joy, born by the knowledge that the world is mine.
We moved to Montclair because of the public schools. Our experience, the experience for them has been very positive in terms of friendships, in terms of support. You know, everything is not perfect for everybody as individuals and individual people, but we love the sense of community that we have here. And you know, MFEE to me is an extension of that sense of community, and being amongst a group of people who recognize that children need more than books in the classroom. Parents need more support. All parents need support, we know that now. MFEE is a part of that, and encouraging parents and helping them to see ways to stay involved. And hi, I'm Denise, and I'm showing up for Montclair's Kids.
Beautiful. Look at,
Absolutely
guys, we have a range tonight that's like incredible. We have poetry artists, we have the guitarists, we have classical, we have students writing their own songs, performing their own pieces, we got poetry slam. Woo! Got it all.
And the theme, show up. I mean, every time one of these acts come up, they all close, I'm showing up, I'm showing up. Such an incredible group of people throughout the entire community just showing up for our kids.
And again, that's what it's all about. Our kids.
Right. And I just want to give a little background about Denise Patrick. She actually has created an American Girl doll. Did not know that. And she's among the writers coach at Glenfield. That I knew. So I know what you guys are trying to test me to see if I know stuff. I'm aware of that. It's just things have been shifted a little bit with COVID. But I do remember seeing Miss Patrick, and I do remember she came from the African American Career Day, and she just had everyone staring at the way she was breaking down how to write poetry and express herself. And I was like, she was a proud mom more than anything. And Britton, of course, is an alumni of Montclair High School, and our wonderful Gigi Corbell, who's among the MFEE leaders and part of tonight's, support system, I should say, or the creators of the show. You ladies rock. Thank you, guys. Okay, what do we have next, guys? What are we doing?
All right, Boosh. Our next act, you may recognize them on their time on The Voice. I want to give a shout out and thank you to my Uncle John Legend for prepping them for Montclair Show Up. We're so excited to bring you Stephanie and Dane Martone. Stephanie, Dane, take it away.
We were always growing up, like watching a lot of Disney movies and like just performing, making little like movies with our other siblings, but then we just kind of naturally started singing together around probably middle school. Actually, The Voice reached out to us because a casting producer saw our YouTube videos.
The strangers in this town, they raise you up just to catch your tongue. Oh, Angela, it's a long time coming. I believe home and
Just wanted to be finally open about who I am and say that I'm transgender and I'm finally ready to try and push aside all the fear and all the negativity that I'll get and try and focus on the positive side of things and that I know this is who I am and I can't pretend anymore. He deserves to be happy just as much as anyone else does.
They say don't dare, don't you even go there, cutting off your long hair, you do as you're told.
Like, I feel like so many kids need like the arts. Music is really healing, and so is any art form.
Dane and I were so happy to do this just because it's just so nice that you're raising money for these kids in the arts at such a young age. Implement the idea that like the arts can just affect you in such like a positive way and can just let you explore yourself and
just be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
I'm Dane.
And I'm Stephanie, and we're showing up for Montclair's kids. We just wanted to dedicate this song to all of those who may be going through a rough or dark time right now. You know, this is a crazy time we're living in, and no matter what you're going through, we just wanted to hopefully remind you with this song that it's going to get better.
When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice.
It ain't raining anymore. It's hard to breathe when all you know is
The struggle of staying above the rising water line. While the sky is finally opened, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella. Well, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head.
If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors.
Yellow, red, and orange, and green, and at least a take off your coat and take a look around. 'Cause the sky is finally opened, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella. Well, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Oh, tie up the boat, take off your coat and take a look around. Everything is alright now, 'cause the sky is finally opened, the rain and wind blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Let go of your umbrella, 'cause darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Yeah, there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. It'll all be alright.
That was a really special story and a special song. Huge props to Dane and Stephanie.
Thank you, Dane and Stephanie.
Yeah, that was awesome. And you know, it's not a surprise, frankly, that we've been able to pull together this amazing lineup of artists and performers today. MFEE and Montclair are both really committed to arts education. I think it's one of the great benefits that we saw in putting our kids into the school system. It's something that we've been so happy with at both Hillside and Nishwayne, where my boys go to school, and it really permeates throughout the entire Montclair school system. Everyone believes in the benefits, not only in the physical and the academics, but in all of the things that it enables for these kids. So again, it's no surprise that we have such special performers that we're able to perform for us tonight. Next, I wanted to share with you another program, again, inspired by a teacher request and funded through MFEE. In this case, helping bring ballroom dancing to our middle school students.
As a professional dancer and professional educator, Dancing Classroom takes students through a journey. So the ladies and gentlemen, or however they choose to identify, they get a journey about respect, a journey about elegance, a journey about teamwork, all things that we use inside and outside of the classroom. And here with Dancing Classrooms, we call it the ballroom. So here in the ballroom, they're gonna learn merengue, foxtrot, rumba, tango, the swing, and the salsa. And through learning these steps, they get the journey on how to work together. How can they be more respectful human beings to each other? How to elegantly handle themselves. Maybe we'll get a little salsa, a little three-step every now and then, and the two-step of the merengue. So it's good. You get the fun, you get the humor and the joy, and the learning all at the same time.
The reason why I wanted ballroom classrooms here in Montclair is because I just think it'll benefit all the students, every student. We have kids here that struggle academically but shine in other aspects of art, so I think expressing themselves through dance would be a great outlet for them, and they get to learn the social skills of, may I have a dance please, and to feel like a lady or a gentleman or whatever they'd like, to kind of just disappear and get out of their head of, oh, I didn't do my homework, or I got a test today. It's just a nice outlet.
Welcome back, everybody. I love the idea. When I heard that ballroom dancing is being introduced to our beautiful students, I was blown away. I truly thought that there is nothing MFEE can't do. I mean, and I still sit in awe and excited over this collaboration with the MFEE in our community. I want to give a huge shout out to Stephanie and Dane. You know, that line, there has always been a rainbow hanging over your head. That song resonates with all of us to varying degrees. Whatever it is we have been impacted in our lives, whether it's the pandemic or any personal issues. And I love that reminder that there's always that rainbow over our heads. And I read an incredible quote. It was like spray painted over this door, and it was several months ago. And it said, "The comeback is always greater than the setback." Montclair, we will continue to rise. We will continue to do what we do best, and that is support each other through thick and thin. You guys okay? How are my co-hosts doing? Why you guys got all quiet?
I was so moved by that.
I just want to say, co-hosts Dave, Mike, and Jeff, you guys rock. This was a real treat. I had a great time. And you guys were pretty awesome. The dream team, Maciel, Bridget, and Leanne, the MFEE head honchos. Thank you guys. And I also want to thank Dave and Todd. I know everyone's like, are we at the end? We're almost at the end, but there's a couple more surprises coming. But I just want to put this out there before Jeff talks over me and cuts me off with one of his knock-knock jokes. So I just wanted to put that out there and introduce the next guest.
Did you say you wanted to hear a joke?
You
wanted to hear a joke?
Definitely not a joke or a magic trick. Maybe after the show.
Okay.
You're doing great, Jeff. The amazing dancers of Montclair's Premier Dance Theater, under the direction of Charlize McKinley Wiggins, perform across the region in schools and competitions. Tonight, they bring a message of unity and community with their performance of One Voice. Let's get to know a little more about this special dance company and the beautiful family connection to the piece that you'll watch tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Premier Dance Co. will perform One Voice by James Wiggins.
You know I love music. This joint right here, it makes me wanna.
I've actually been dancing since I was in my mom's belly. When I'm upset and stressed and I don't know really how to express it in words, I know I can always just get to the studio, play some music, and just let my body and my mind roam free.
I dance because I have a relatively big family, and you know, not everything gets to be said. So there's a lot that goes on in our daily lives that we don't get to say to each other and that we don't get to express. And so when we come to dance, it's like you can take the stuff that you didn't get to express and you can express it here.
I tend to dance better towards like sad music because it's like it expresses things that I don't really get to do on a daily basis. So it's really a big outlet for me.
So our love affair started in dance school. He was a member of Montclair SBPA. He was a dancer, actor, singer. I was a better dancer though. He thought to open up a dance school in Montclair at his hometown, and we've been here ever since. His pieces are timeless and they will continue forever because they are so great.
There is just one source of love.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charlize McKinley. I'm the Crowd Director of Premier Dance Theater, and here with me today are members of the Premier Dance Ensemble. We are proud to present a piece entitled One Voice that was created by the late, great James Wiggins in 1998. The piece spawned out of a concert entitled Diversity, which stands for different individuals valuing each other regardless of skin, intellect, talent, and years. We think this dance is so apropos to what's going on today in our cultural climate. We want everyone to be united and rejoice because we all, in the end, all one voice.
I had a dream, a crazy vision. It may sound strange, this intuition, but it was true, beyond description. And somehow I knew that it was real. When I saw one sky above, there is just one source of love. If I got one chance, one choice, I'll sing it from the heart. One song, one voice, I've seen the fires of deep division, the hearts of stone, the cold ambition. But I have found my sacred mission to live in this world and still believe that there is one sky above. There is just one source of love. If I got one chance, one choice, I sing it from the heart. One song, one voice, song, a song that heals, a melody of reason and freedom, with words that will speak for the weak, the hopeful and the strong. Sing it for everyone, 'cause there is one sky above. Ooh, just one source of love. If I got one chance and just one choice, sing it from the heart. One song, one voice. One sky above. It's just one sky above. One source of love. If I got one chance, just one choice, sing it from my heart. One song, one voice. Sing it with one song, one voice.
Oh my goodness. Don't want this night to end. That was beautiful. Beautiful.
That was absolutely amazing. Just amazing. As we all know, we're living in a challenging time, and this can be especially trying for our kids. This spring, in collaboration with the teachers, MFEE launched the Peer-Led Education Engagement Program, better known as PEEPS. The program supports kids with the academic, social, and emotional challenges of this pandemic, and we definitely know we need some extra emotional support. Here's a little window into the program. Your donations will help MFEE continue the work because our kids will continue to need their peeps. Roll the video.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday we'll get it together and we'll get it all done. Someday when your head is much lighter.
One thing I could give you, it would be more self-appreciation, just like realizing how smart and talented you are.
Is much brighter. The child, oh, the child, oh, the child, things will get easier.
Absolutely amazing. All right, Montclair, the song you just heard in the video seems especially appropriate for these times. In fact, it was handpicked by one of our middle school students as the grand finale for Show Up Montclair. Our incredible music teachers put their own spin on the song, and we could not think of a better way to close out this show. I'd like to give a special thanks and shout out to Henry Boot, Boyce Ennis, Taylor Mendel, Taman Pereira, and Max Melman for their hard work in putting this together. And keep an eye out for some cameo performances. Montclair, we have a dynamic cast of teachers, counselors, principals, administrators, and yes, are you sitting down? Are you ready for it? Even Dr. Pons will be showing off his move. That's right, I said Superintendent Dr. Pons will be showing off his moves. This act highlights our favorite local heroes and teachers and staff who have had to pivot in big ways to help our children and survive and to thrive. And without fail, they show up and do just that. Montclair, I give you the grand finale for the MFEE Show Up. Roll it.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ennis from Montclair High School wishing you and all your loved ones a happy day. Hope you're all safe and well. Wear your masks, everybody. Maziel and her crew from the Montclair Fund for Educational Excellence asked all of us from the Arts Department to share a message with you. So our message is, thank you for your support, your love, and for allowing us to share our gift of music with you. So from me, the Arts Department, and the MFEE, this one's for you, y'all. Drop that beat. Here you go. Hope y'all ready for this one.
Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter.
Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it all done. Someday, when your head is much lighter.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Someday, yeah, we'll get it together and we'll get it all done. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rain a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter.
Wow, that was awesome, Jeff. Putting our moves to shame. I saw a little cameo from Jeff in that video.
Not just the students, teachers showing up across it. All
throwing
of them.
huge moves. So I just wanted to thank everybody for coming tonight. This is a fantastic opportunity for Mike and I to share how much we care about the Montclair Public Schools. We really appreciate having the opportunity to do it. I just wanted to say a special thank you to Dave Weil. Dave Weil put up with us over 3 rehearsals and tonight. Really managed the entire operation, 511 Productions. He's also a sponsor tonight. We really appreciate everything. It went pretty well. I think it went pretty well.
Much better than when we tried to run. Thank goodness we had Dave running things. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for your sponsorship. Thank you for all of your time. Mike, we are closing this thing out.
Yeah.
I spotted you $500 before, didn't I?
You did. You did.
I'm feeling inspired now, but I think it's your time to put up or shut up.
I got you.
All right.
I got you, friend. Well, we'll close out the night, and I'll put another 5 on it from me. $1,000 to your page. That's a generous. It is tonight. And I think we've probably exceeded our target tonight, but if anyone else feels the need or want to give, donations will be open. Please go to the website, mfee.com, to learn more about any of the programming that you saw tonight, to donate, to get involved. Please, let's not let this be the last time that we all decide to give money to help fund these amazing programs.
Let me just say that, I was just watching this, and there are so many donations of all of them. I mean, the $25, $10, $5, every single penny matters. Seeing how people donated tonight is so inspiring. I mean, it really shows how many people came out to support MFE, to support the Montclair Public Schools, to support our kids. It's amazing. Thank you very much.
We'd also be super remiss in not recognizing, appreciating, being in awe of Ms. Ibushi, Mr. Freeman.
What?
You guys, are you kidding me? I mean, made the show. It was such a pleasure getting to work with you guys. Thank you for not only educating our children and giving us the amazing Montclair school system that we've all come to love and adore, but also for showing up tonight to help out and raise money. You guys are really the heart of the program, and we really appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to you. Can I talk? Am I on?
You can absolutely.
I am on? Okay, so Mike and Dave, thank you so much. You guys clearly are not allowed to race anymore. You're only allowed to host. So sorry. You're not allowed to race in 4.0, but you will be back for Showdown 2022. So thank you for that. And as Dave and Mike said, Francis and Jeff, seriously, your love for our kids, your love for our schools, your love for MFEE, seriously, we could not have asked for better co-hosts. Thank you. And just a special shout out to all of our teachers, all of our administrators. You guys inspire us. Our kids inspire us. And we cannot thank all of our donors. Seriously, this is overwhelming. We did not expect this kind of support. And we are so excited to put your dollars to work to support the social emotional needs of our children. So thank you for tonight. Good night.
Thank you, everyone.